she realized that, oh, not only is she pregnant, she's gonna have a baby in a month or so. So there was that situation. I'm trying not to make this video so long, so I will say this. During that process, there was some issues. There was times where his first child's mother did not agree, and I felt like there was times where people weren't playing fair, and at the end of the day, I felt like as a man, he didn't really step up and really put his foot down, and I felt like that was very important. So for me, that was kind of another red flag. Yeah, so fast forward now, it's time for me to have the baby. Things were going well. Let me even back up a little bit. I will say this. Throughout the pregnancy, you know, there's that initial shock, especially when a baby is not planned, but he did not ever get over that hump, at least in my eyes. So when it came down to, you know, going to the baby store and picking out baby things, he was not involved. When it came down to the baby registry, me and my mother did that. When it came down to just going to a baby store, he was definitely not paying attention to anything or picking out things that he liked. I thought that since he was having a boy this time, it would be different. It was a chance for him to be excited. He had expressed that there were things that he didn't get to do the first time, and I wanted him to be included and felt like he could do those things that he didn't get to do the first time this time, but I just never really saw it that much, if at all. And yeah, so that's how the pregnancy went when it came to his involvement. When it was time for me to have, there was this one time I will say, when I was taking Lamaze classes and there was an issue, and I felt that he was there for me, and he really was by my side, and I really appreciated that, because I was getting to the point where I was like, you know what, I don't got time for this. If you're not gonna be able to be there like you need to be there, I will get my mom and my mom will be there. Like that was my mindset. And the whole time throughout my pregnancy, I did not want to be stressed out. I refused. When I mean to tell you that us as women, we are so powerful and so strong. Like, if you told me, Ericka, don't get emotional about something, like right now, I'm probably gonna get emotional. But when I was pregnant, I was so strong-minded, and I was like, I am not gonna get emotional and upset in any way that could affect my child. So I did that. And I don't know how I did it, but I did. But I do feel that those bottled up emotions that I casted aside ended up showing up after I had my son, aka postpartum. So I can definitely say that it wasn't a severe case, but it was there. It definitely was there. But going on to when it was time for me to have my son, he was there for me. It was great. It ended up being kind of scary because my mom ended up being in the hospital 2 days before I gave birth. And so she was not able to physically be there because she was in the hospital. She did get to see it through FaceTime. It was a whole lot of stuff I could be telling. There were so many instances that I can talk about where I felt like I did need him to be there and just be there for me, and he was too afraid and didn't want to say anything. And I was like, really? You're supposed to be the man. Like, you're supposed to do those things. But when it came down to actually giving birth, he was there as best as he knew he could. I can't really complain about that because there's people who aren't there. But he was there, and my grandmother was there. So she was kind of like that person that was like, well, since your mom's not here, I'll be the backup. So she was there for moral support. But then it came down to after I had Jaden, and I needed him to be there. I needed him to be responsible in some things. I wanted him to be excited. I personally feel like he wasn't. And I say all this to say that I realized that there were things that I liked. There were things that I wanted in a relationship. There was something that I thought I thought he was, and that truly was not him. I think he wanted to make me happy, which is all nice and dandy, but if it's something that you are not really down for, not really interested in, just say it. Be honest. Sometimes I feel like when you want to make someone happy, to get them, you do those things that you're not really into, and when you think you have that person, you just start to really be yourself in your true colors. The honeymoon phase ends, and then you realize this might have not been the one, and we probably could have went a different direction, and we could have been cool, and it would have been okay. I used to be so upset when we were in our relationship, when we were together, and I felt like there was ways that he could step up, and he didn't, and it bothered me. And yeah, long story short, I say we moved too fast. There was things that if we had known, or if I had known sooner, we probably would not have been in the relationship that we were in. And that's not to say that he's a horrible person. I'm pretty sure that if you were to meet him, you would say, he's a great guy. He's so cool. He's quiet, but he's cool. When he's comfortable with you, you know, he's definitely someone cool to talk to. Agreed. But sometimes there's other things that factor in about a person. A person doesn't necessarily have to just be a horrible, mean person and treat you wrong and disrespect you for it to not work. It could just really be that that person is not the person for you. Could be for someone else, but not necessarily for you. I don't want to talk negative or just completely just bash a person, because it's not right to do so. I know he loves his son. I know he cares about him. I know he wouldn't want any harm done to his son. And that's the least that, you know, someone could be. You don't want someone who would just completely not be there for their child. I could say more, but I'm not going to say more about him. But I would just have a message of, if you are dating someone, definitely pay the attention. When you see the signs, definitely open your eyes. I can say that the greatest thing out of the situation is that I wanted a son first whenever I got the son, even though I thought I'd be married first. But I have my little boy, and he is my blessing. He is my heart. He is my world. And I wouldn't take him back for anything. He is truly a gift from God. And even if, because I'll be honest, I didn't even think I would have a son. There was a point in time where I was like, me ever having a child, I don't see it's happening. I would love to have another kid. And who knows, there's a possibility that that may not happen. I am getting older. But I will say one thing, that God did definitely give me a chance to have at least one kid, and to experience that, and to love up on him, and try to be the best mom that I can be. But that is how I became a single mom. I got to a point where I was just like, I want to be happy. And if my son is going to be happy, he needs to see that his mom is happy. He needs to see that, you know, a kid can really feed off energy. And me being upset and not happy could definitely feed off on him. And I don't want that. And I will say, ladies, even any of the men who are watching, just because you're in a relationship, just because you have a child with that person, if you are truly not happy, and if you guys try and you're not able to work things out, it's okay. You know, it doesn't mean your life's over. It doesn't mean your child's life is over. The best thing that you would want to do, both parties just co-parent in the best way that you can. Try to be cordial. Moms, take care of your kids and make sure that they are all set. And fathers, do the same. Don't let it be put just all on the mother. Be there for your kid, whether it's emotionally, financially, however it needs to work for the two of you in order to make sure that your child is okay. Be an adult and do what's right. But that concludes my video. I hope you guys enjoy. If there's any questions, I'm not gonna, depending on what the question is, I may not answer it. But if there's any other questions that you may have for me, put it in the comment section below. If there's any help, any single moms out there or single dads who have questions, need a little advice. I'm not a therapist or anything, but I've been through a little bit of how it is to be a single parent and how to deal with it. So if there's anything that you want to ask me, I can try my best to give you my personal opinion on what I think. But yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like. If you're not subscribed already, smash that subscribe button. And you will be seeing more videos soon. Thank you guys for watching.